Hi, best friend. What are you doing? I need a van. Yeah, I do need a van. So, I need a van. Yeah, you have to listen. I got Christmas gift and shit, and I didn't get no wrapper. Gosh, shit, man. Now I'm just sitting here with no wrapper. Fuck. Hang on, I don't want to burn my blanket. Oh yeah, we we went to Bloomington to Tongan church. Right? It's the Mormon church. Why? You know that chapel is wired and shit. Like the fucking Mormons, they set up that fucking chapel, okay, for the for the Tongans to go over there and be retarded and shit. And I saw one of my Lua, I think is her name. I used to have her on Facebook, on my original one, but you know, Facebook motherfucker, they deactivated my Facebook because they were complaining for God knows what, but they deactivated, and I had all my people on there, right? Like the Langi family and Joe Tonga and his sisters and shit, like Melilua and the other girls, Lena, I think Lena, something like that. She's up north. And I remember we were like, we're always like, she's always posting and shit, and I'm commenting and shit. So they were like, oh, so they had to figure some shit out. Because I'm the kind of bitch to be like, hey, those fuckers, those Mormon, they fucking flooded your house 5 years ago and shit. And they did the same thing to Langi. The hotel, I think, was like burned. That whole town where his hotel burned, right? The Mormon did that and shit. Yeah, because they're like business people. And they're just haters and shit. Anyhow, they set them up to go to the fucking Tongan chapel, right? In Bloomington. That fucking chapel is where they set up my daughter Angelina too. And a lot of people, like the Tongan. And they're over there and they're like luring them to go there so they can fuck them up. So I grew up with Lua and in the peninsula chapel, the Tonga family. Yeah. So his little son, is 15 years old. Gosh. Well, I ran into him at the Bloomington, right? And they got that little kid. I don't know if Langi knows because he's so busy running the shit for this fucking Mormon and shit, keeping him busy and shit. But because he has a lot on his plate. I told him, drop that shit and run for mayor in St. George and shit and fuck everybody up. And get a jet and go get your brother from the island and bring him over here so he can take care of his fucking his kids and shit. Because now they set up his kids Hey, Langi, we straight, right? We're Methodist still. Anyhow, they got them like going serve their missionary shit and make them feel like they owe the church something. Nigga, you don't owe the church shit. All right, you got a brain. You're a business guy. Drop the fucking calling at your church because they're fucking bullshit. They're just doing that to set your ass up. Well, anyway, I got his number. I don't want to embarrass him or shit, but anyhow, I ran into Lua's son. He's only 15 years old. But, so they're trying to, he's a smart kid. And they're going to set him up to go to school over here, right? And there ain't no fucking real teacher out here. He's way too smart to be going over there. And they're going to try to uneducate his ass. Because that's all they fucking do is they're KK, cake, like the cake, birthday cake. And they got this boy volunteering at the winter festival in Laverkin, so I'm gonna see him and we're gonna talk business and shit. And hey, Langi, guess what? I'm back. Anyway, that's what I need to vent. Shit, man. 拉到你啊 And they have this bishop at the Tonga ward, right? He kind of look like Saya, but don't look like Saya. So I don't know where Saya is. Well, I don't know because he had like hella kids. He had like 10 kids or something. Like 8 or 6 kids. So I haven't heard from my friend Tomu, Olotomu, that's married to the Tumanavao. Last time I saw her, she came down here to show me respect for when my daughter died. So they got her joining the church and shit, and she's a grandma and shit. And anyhow, I don't see Saya anymore. So I don't know what they did with that guy, Saya. Because I look at their bishop, I was like, is that Saya? Because he looks like he had surgery. He looks half retarded. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? And I was just looking around the Tongan ward, right? I'm like, the fuck? A lot of them were Samoan, or well, I don't know where they came from, because they look like fucking alien. And they're like married to Tongans, and they're like saying, they were like, I mean, what'd you meet your wife? They were like, oh, in Hawaii or blah, 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 blah. And I look at their wife, I was like, I've never seen this fucking Samoan woman. I don't know where the fuck they came from. I'm like, the fuck? I'm like, who are the fuck? And there are local Tongan women there. They have like black dress, right? I look at them, I'm like, did somebody die? This is a Christmas party. It's a Christmas party, right? Can you guys like serve hot cocoa and French bread only. So my nigga over here don't be like busy and shit on you guys fucking bullshit and stuff like that. Because their food they cook, I don't give a fuck. The food you guys cook, and you're still serving people, American people. Even there's Palangi there, there's me there, there's other people from America, right? So if we're gonna do that, you need to have some kind of a license to even bring your own food that you cook, so and to serve, especially serving the kids in the church. It's an organization church. You cannot do that. It's illegal. You either, if you're gonna bring food that you buy at the store. Don't be cooking your shit and then feeding them kids. Because my son, he ate some of their food and he's out. Like, he's just out. Like, what did you eat that you knock your ass out? So I'm staying up, making sure that he's okay. He's good. I put my baby to sleep. He's right over there. But there are kids who eat those food and you don't know what kind of shit they could putting drugs and shit in that food. Who knows? Because I don't know what's going on there. But that's illegal. You cannot do that. If you're going to have food, it needs to make sure it needs to be stored by and shit. But if you're just having your own little get-together family, then you can cook your own food and feed your own family. But if it's not your family, they're just friends, neighbor, and that you can't. That's illegal. That church, the Mormon church, needs to be shut down for good, and tell them to get the fuck out. Okay, I'm done venting. That's just my opinion. So, what? How was your day? And their DJ, right? Their DJ came all the way from Salt Lake City, right? I look at their DJ, they look mad and angry. Like, bitch, if you're not happy to be up there DJing, then get the fuck go back. Or hire a professional DJ locally in your place that are professional DJ that play professional music. Because if you're gonna run an organization, I don't give a fuck who you are, you still have to keep it professional. Alright? Motherfuckers. That's what I'm saying. It's too funny. That's what yeah. I don't know if I should report this to my boss or I should just gossip to you and vent to you about it. Because if I tell my boss is going to be like, oh, God, he said, just go take a Tylenol, just take a PM meds and go to sleep and just let it be. I'm like, all right. The kid I ran into, I was so glad I talked to him because I learned that he's is Lua's son from Tonga, and he's been here with his uncle. So I was like, wow, it's so cool. And he has a brother that is serving his mission here in Colorado or something. And that's just like our neighbor. So, So, let's talk. Oh, hold on. Oh, my boyfriend's calling. Okay. We'll talk tomorrow. Okay, bye.